What's up? It's another episode of Booze and Reviews. It's your man Mugu, your boy T-Roy, and a big shout out to our big brother Critique. You know, couldn't be here today, but he'll be here with us again. And we got two very special hosts with us, two special guests today, excuse me. Very exciting show today. Got two great music producers out of the city of Detroit. Right here, I got my man Konphlict.
Hey, what up, though?
Yeah, and I got my man Horatio.
What up, though?
Yeah, so yeah, we gonna kick it, man. We talk about movies, and when you talk about movies, we talk about scenes and epic movies and stuff, and who produced them and direct them. We go into all of that, but now we touch on the music, and we touch on these iconic scenes with the music playing, and when this music plays, you know what you see and that type of stuff. But we'll start off right here. So what's your favorite movie genre? Like horror, suspense, thriller? What's your?
I like suspense movies. I like action.
Okay,
I
yeah.
like action movies for sure.
Okay.
You know, like Ryan Felipe. You know who I'm saying? You know what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about?
know you're talking about.
Okay.
Man playing in Shooter.
Okay.
Last summer, wasn't he in that?
I believe he was
Okay.
in that too.
Okay.
But he's pretty good with the action. You know, Jason Statham.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what you're gonna get every time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I like action, so you know.
There it is.
Shit blowing up and, you know, niggas shooting on it. I like that shit.
Boy, and that's what keep the movie going, though. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Yes, it
So, what's your favorite movie genre, Ratio?
I don't really have a favorite, man. You know, I like horrors. I
Okay.
love horror movies. I like comedies.
Yeah.
I like documentaries. I
Yeah.
like action,
Okay. Some everything.
mysteries. I like it all, man. I like everything.
Yeah.
I don't really like romance and dramas as much. They okay,
Right.
I watch them, but I don't really. That's like the.
That ain't your
favorite.
go-to.
Yeah, but everything else I'm good with. Like I love action and killing and all that. You know, anything with action, gore, all that kind of stuff. I'm
Okay.
into it all.
Oh, yeah, that's see, you.
Yeah.
You right there.
And I like, even though they don't make these kind of movies no more, I wish they would get back to this, but they probably never will. But it's martial arts films. I grew
Like
up
the old
on karate
school
flicks.
classic?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my favorite. It's like
Okay.
anything karate or martial arts. That's my thing.
So the newer one, so you fucks with Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
That's old, but yeah. That
But
was
you know
dope.
what I mean?
That's the kind of
That
stuff,
was the newer modern
Sound like more
version
that
compared to.
traditional,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
You see?
I like that.
Something like Mbot.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Love that.
Protector, yeah.
So it's like, yeah, so we did a review on Five Deadly Venoms, you know what I'm saying? One of the classics of classics.
That's classic.
Yeah, so like, and then the modern version is owned by
IP.
Ip Man, IP Man.
Yeah, I love that.
you know
Yeah, I
what
like
I'm
all
saying?
that.
Yeah, so you fell right in the, you know, T-Roy's basket, you know, with the horror.
Yeah. All day.
You know, me is the action suspense thriller. You know, I mess with all of that, man. You know, man. So like, if there was a movie right now, like, okay, I'm about to go home and sit down. What you putting on?
Oh, man.
Like, it's a
I be
bunch
trying
of them, but
I can't say something that I done seen before because I really don't like to watch movies over like that except
Okay.
for, you know, movies like Juice and Menace to
Okay.
Society, Boys
Yeah,
and
Classics.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
along the lines like that. But when I'm like, I'm about to watch a movie, a lot of times I just flick through and see
That's
and be like,
Mm.
oh man, let me check this
Right.
out, you know, and just stumble up on movies. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But one movie that did come to mind, Bill, we was talking about Jason Statham, is
Yeah, yeah.
Crank.
oh, okay,
And Crank
okay.
is live,
Crank.
though.
Crank.
Crank
And
is
that
live.
was a
That was
live.
good.
That was
Now
a
that's-
live
Is
flick.
that the white guy that's the fight that be beating everybody up? He don't
Yeah.
never do nothing but beat everybody up. And
Yeah, and they had the Beijing
he was in
cocktail.
the beekeeper, right?
Yep,
That's
yep,
him.
That's
he
him.
keep it too.
Yeah,
Jason,
that's
what's his name?
Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Yep,
He don't never get hit in no movie.
Man.
He beat everybody up
He
every
always
time.
beating people up.
Every
Man,
time.
it's
He
funny
never,
you say that.
He never get
'Cause-
hurt. He never get.
Because
Well,
he was
he-
Fast and Furious.
He get hit.
He took out a whole hospital in Fast and the Furious.
He
blew the
took
whole
out some
hospital
FBI
up.
agents with
Yeah.
guns. He don't never get hurt or
Yeah, he got
shot.
that
Nothing.
18 vibe where they never lose.
Right,
Like Steven Seagal. That's how Steven
Yeah,
Seagal
Steven
was.
Seagal.
He don't even,
Yeah.
at least in like Lethal Weapon, you know, the villain beat the shit out the main character.
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Before they beat the nigga up. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga never get beat up. He'll never get no challenge. He's never a hard ass villain.
Bruce Willis go through some stuff, but he always
get his ass
too
whooped
though.
a little bit.
But he get his ass whooped.
Yeah,
Mel
they
Gibson
gotta
got
take
his ass
some to
whooped,
give
This
some.
nigga
you know
don't
what
get
I'm
no
saying?
ass whooping.
Yeah, Jason Statham, he be kicking ass through the whole movie. I just be looking at like what's about to happen next, how he about to beat him up, how is he about to break their arm and all that type of crazy.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, yeah,
like that.
you know what I'm saying?
Like that Steven Seagal 3 wound shit, like broke his arm.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, that was crazy. I remember that too.
Man, he beefing with somebody right now though. Him and somebody beef. Yeah, him and Steven Seagal. They were like, if you asked them about the other person, like they don't talk about each other.
Him and John Claude don't.
John Claude Van Damme. That's
Oh,
what.
that's
They
dudes
not
ain't got
talk-
time
right.
to beef and they old as hell trying to beef.
He
Sound like the Isley
think he
brothers
started
on the
it
Four
with,
Tops.
Van Damme.
You see what I'm saying? But his quote was, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
Steven Seagal quote was, he was like, yeah, so he was like, yeah, it's a lot of you guys that do, he was like, it's a lot of actors that do martial arts movies. He was like, yeah, and there's a lot of actors that act like they do martial arts.
He's talking about everybody.
But he was talking about everybody.
Yeah,
right?
Michael John White, Van Damme.
But he ain't that.
Michael John White
Michael
really
John
can
ain't
fight.
acting.
He
No,
can
no,
fight.
no,
He
he
can
not.
fight.
He
He
for
can
real.
fight for real.
Blood and Bone.
He
Yeah,
can
that's
really
a-
That
fight.
movie right there. Though.
Now his
He
movies
be
be
sparring.
crazy
He be
too.
sparring with John Bones Jones.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
He
yep.
ain't no actor.
Nah.
Yeah.
No,
He
he
ain't,
really do
and
that.
he
do it
tall.
for real.
He ain't short either.
No, and that's what we get. I
About
think a lot of times you
6'6",
see
I
him
think,
in person.
6'5" or something.
He's short.
He ain't short.
No, he not.
No, I've seen him in person before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's like, man. So we was kicking it, and we was talking about like movie scenes or whatever. And before we get to that, though, you know, I want everybody, you know, give a rundown about Konphlict. You know what I'm saying? Because I think again, we wanted to make sure you guys was on here, and we did a couple. We're gonna have a series that's going up. These are like the hidden jewels. You know, in hip hop, it's a lot of guys that's overlooked,
Especially
and
from
so man, especially from here, and copied. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so they want to give everybody their flowers, get them, a light to shine. So yeah, I want everybody, tell them what's going on with you. You know, what some of the things they can look out for, that they can look up on streaming sites or whatever.
Okay, well, I'm a artist born and bred from Detroit, born and raised, 7 Mile, 7 Up, you know what I'm saying, West Side. I'm from the Almighty Dreadnoughts, which is a very, very pivotal, great group from Detroit. Yeah. We've been here since '86. I got in the group in the early '90s. I produce, I write, I can shoot, you know what I'm saying, film, DJ, I'm chef.
Them hats.
Yeah, I got a lot of jobs. I was just talking to who was I talking to the other day? Sarah Lee, and we was talking about how
Sarah Lee of hip hop.
Yeah, shout out to Sarah Lee. We was talking about how the jobs that we all have that entail in what we doing, and just because you make music don't mean that's just one job, because you gotta write, you know what I mean? Right. You might be a part of producing, composing the song, then you gotta perform it, you know what I mean? Then on top of that, we do other things, we sell merchandise, so we got, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a whole team to it.
Yeah,
Take a team.
So yeah, I definitely got a lot of hats. I guess you might call me a slight Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? You got 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like living color. Yeah.
So yeah, that's a light rundown of what I do. But a lot of the things that I do incorporate with music. Is incorporated with music. So yeah, that's what's going on. I just dropped a project with Troy Davis, the Davis Way, Architect Entertainment. Shout out to the crew. We just dropped Way Too Conflicted Part 2.
Oh wow.
It dropped on the 4th of October. Pretty dope body of work. It's not like the first one. The first one we dropped a couple years back, and the first one is more, I guess you could say, more styly.
Okay.
And it's, I mean, you know, this one got
Up-tempo
style
or-
too. Yeah, it's got some up tempo joints,
Okay.
but it's kind of got between, like I say, like between like 85 and 97 tempo type.
Okay.
You know, it kind of range between
Okay.
there.
Beats per minute.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Right.
But it's not as conceptual as the second one.
Okay.
The second one is more conceptual, is more mature.
Okay.
I got more stories. Like, I don't really have a lot of hype songs like on the first one.
Mhm.
Like, I had songs like Pick Your Battles where I'm just rhyming, I'm just styling. But
Right.
this one, I got more of songs where everything is more, like I say, conceptualized. Like, with me and BB, we got a song called Faith on there.
Okay. B Love. What up, though?
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that song is a great song because a lot of people like it and it's positive. You can play it on the church station, you can play it on the regular station. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it got a different spin to it. And then also me and Horatio, we dropped the thesis,
Theory of substance.
the theory of substance.
Okay.
We dropped that in August. So like,
Oh man.
yeah, and that's
New stuff. New stuff.
Yeah, that's a six.
Yeah, yeah. Well, again, this is like, now, you know, I'm getting caught up. I hear about, like, we talk, we brothers, you know what I'm saying? And now I take Saturdays, man, where I'm just sitting there going through everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know, newer stuff up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so now coming, you know, transcend from that. So now what you got going on? What's been going on with Horatio?
Well, as Konphlict mentioned, we got the album we just did in August.
Yeah.
So as far as what's recent, I got an album releasing. It's probably going to release in either December or January. I'm not sure when I'm going to release, but I have an album with Bazo, the Great
Okay.
One, and Resurrector, also
Okay.
known as Rez.
Okay.
They're from the Sun Tzu Cadre. I got an album with them that we're going to release. I'm producing the album, and they're the rappers of the album. I'm on 2 tracks on that, so that's coming soon. I tried to play the producer hat more this year. Other than the album I got with Konphlict, other than that, that's the only album I'm dropping this year that I'm rapping on. I have an album next year coming too that I'm gonna be rapping on. It'll probably come out in the spring.
Okay.
But before that album, I got another album with Mr. Cliff Note coming out.
Okay.
The next couple months. It's finished already. We just gotta mix it, master it. We gotta add some other little things.
Okay.
Because it's gonna be a whole movie. The album's gonna be a movie, so it's gonna be a video for the whole album. Like,
Right.
Because the album's it's a story.
Mhm.
So it's like all the songs. It's the actors acting out the story, and then it's like, so we adding all the vocal acting role parts onto the songs now.
That's dope.
Like,
Okay.
it's like
That's
every
dope.
song got like a part where some people interacting.
Right.
And then when the video happen, you'll hear those voices go with what's happening in the video.
Oh wow.
So we gotta
Super
hire
dope.
some actors
Okay.
to play out these roles because it's a story about a hustler. He's like a drug dealer, and that's it's a story about this guy. The whole album. So
Okay.
anyway, that album's coming. I'm producing that. I'm not rapping on that. It's just all him on all the songs. We're gonna do another one after that too. We're gonna do a part 2 sometime next year. But that's all I'm working on right now. Just those 3 that are coming soon.
So how long you been at it, man? How many projects we in? Like, cause I know it's past 10. It's past 10. I know that for a fact. It's
Yeah, I
past
mean,
10.
I don't, if I count all the albums I've ever done,
Right.
like ever, before I was called Horatio, like I got tapes from 1993.
Wow.
Like with album covers on the tape cassette. I got them still. So if I was to count every album I've ever done, I probably did about 50 albums at least.
Wow.
At least 50.
Yeah.
At least, because some years I do 2 or 3.
Yeah, I love the growth.
Yeah.
Really, cause like didn't meet y'all guys until like 92 and grew up with him. You know, his cousin stayed next door to me. Shout out to Legendarian.
Shout out to bro.
We grew up together, so we all like. I mean, I always seen them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so just watching the growth, and just over time, you guys constantly, putting y'all bricks together, man. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Bro.
So it's like,
Well, you all were an inspiration to me. Well, to me, I don't know about Darian, but I mean, I'm sure you all were for him too. But for me, as a child, growing up living where I lived, over off Schoolcraft, we didn't like in my neighborhood. It was only maybe 2 or 3 people that rapped really. Like everybody else was on other stuff. I was rapping or trying to rap. A couple of my friends was rapping, and then when in high school, Bodie James grew up down the street. He was rapping.
okay.
He was like 2 years younger than me, so he wasn't. He was like maybe 14, 15. I was 17, 18. But I mean, really, like we didn't have ciphers on the corner.
Right.
Like I come over there, spend the night at my cousin's house in y'all hood.
Yeah.
I even lived over there for some time too. I lived there for like 6-7 months.
Right.
And like y'all would be out on the corner, standing on the corner rapping. Like we never did that in my hood. Like nobody did that. So I was like, y'all, they different over here. Like y'all, just the culture in y'all neighborhood was different than mine. Like in my neighborhood, that was just not something we did.
Man, I got T-Roy in the basement.
Anytime-
I got T-Roy in the basement.
It was
on
just
Thursday.
y'all had a different kind of y'all had a unity that I ain't gonna say that we didn't have, but it was just different. It was different. Like that was never done in our neighborhood. That would never happen. So like when I would come over there and see that, I was like, damn, that's dope. So I was like, man, I want to grow up and rap like them. 'Cause y'all was a couple years older than me. The BB, she older than
Yup,
you.
she's my big sister.
So
Yup.
she same age as Darian's sister.
Yup,
So like
she-
they best friends. But anyway,
Yup.
so like I was younger
Yup.
looking at y'all, me and Darian really. So, but even though luckily Darian and Cinda's father,
Man.
my uncle, my uncle Denny. He was in the music. He was
Man.
born. He was professional.
He was a
He had a
catalyst.
whole studio in the basement. So we learned how to use the mixer board, and we
Yeah.
was making our own beats. And we was like 14.
He was
making-
a catalyst for us.
Using mixer like big studio boards,
Yeah.
not knowing we
Hey,
doing,
that's
making
what-
music, making albums, and
That's funny.
making
you said
videos
that.
with his cameras. We was like 13.
Yup,
That's
see?
funny you said
Making
that
tapes.
because I used to be in between 2
Yes.
boom boxes, one on the
We
washer
did
and
that
one on
too.
the dryer.
We did that too.
That's what I was doing at that
Play
time.
and record.
So we
Like-
started that way,
Yeah.
but then once we started going to stay at his father's house, he had the real thing.
Yeah.
So he would teach us how to do small things.
Yup.
Like how to record we record on tape, had a beat playing, like we had all these tracks, we have a mic or two, and we'd do a whole beat and play a keyboard, just wing it, bro. Me and Darren be down there making music, bro, like
Yeah,
13.
super dope.
We got a tape that we did together when we was 12. I still got the tape. Bro. We could listen to it.
Classic material right there.
Man, we was cussing and all that, bro. We was little. We was young. We wouldn't even write the rap. We just freestyled the raps all through the whole album. We freestyled every song. We didn't even write.
That's how you get better, though.
But like,
man.
yeah. So like, but I'm saying that to say, not to get off topic, but
Yeah.
when I used to see y'all do the ciphers and rap, I never even joined in them ciphers. I was scared to rap with y'all. Like, y'all was ahead of me. Y'all was at the time, and then later, I started doing music, and I felt like I gained the respect from you and Khan and
Yeah.
y'all. It was a time when y'all was like, all right, yo, they like accept me now. Because at first y'all wouldn't even think about me rapping.
You
At
gotta
one
be
point,
nice.
one day I had to like prove myself. I ain't gonna say I had to prove myself. Maybe y'all didn't look at it
But
that way.
it
But,
is
like,
that. As
y'all
an
was
MC,
older.
you doing that.
I had to one day like do enough to show y'all that I was worthy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then y'all was getting on Darian like, you need to do. Like, y'all was getting on him like, man, you need like so like. I thank y'all for that. Like y'all really helped me like.
Okay, man.
Cause I went with it. Like after that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
It
did.
never stopped. So
Y'all
like,
did. And
that was
like I said,
motivation.
up to this point,
That was
it's constantly going
Yeah.
to the point where now he's doing 95 to 100% of the production of my stuff.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pretty much every album I've touched or done was through you,
Everyone.
or
Darian.
had a music,
Yeah.
or had some music on it, and been able to do some feature stuff or be on a track that okay, yeah, we did this track, man, but we adding Konphlict later. All right, whatever.
Right.
And it's just how that works. You know what I'm saying? So
Which is dope. Which is super dope.
Yeah, man. Just being able to collaborate. You know what I'm saying? Because these things, like when we talk, like we're on here to review movies, right? But at the same time, we had shout out to Troy Davis. We had him in here for an interview and a live. And you're going to see that video coming soon to the Booze Reviews YouTube page. Boy, you're going to see that pretty soon. He talked about y'all. He talked about the album. Yeah. So you saw him on the live on Facebook. Because he did a live with us too.
I saw it already.
Yeah. So we usually do an interview and a live, and if you got the time, we definitely going to try to maximize all that.
Yeah.
You know,
as we should, though.
Man, anything to push. Yeah,
appreciate y'all for that,
man.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like, so we talked about some of the movies, like with T-Roy. So like, what's a movie right now, like when you hear the music come on, you know, something that like automatically hits you, like that music hit. When that music hits, you think of that movie.
Before I answer this, if y'all ever need music or background music for y'all show, like credits music, we could alternate whoever.
We gonna talk about
change
that on
camera.
We will talk about that on camera.
You got 2-3 theme songs, like a song for the beginning and a song for the end.
I just say,
I do one, he can do the other. Like that. I'm proposing that for me and him. I can't speak for no other.
I'm gonna say
if they ain't thought of that, then that's on them. I do the intro, he do the outro. But anyway, let me answer the question.
I would say, get out my head.
All right, don't gotta answer the question. I'm just putting it out there. Anyway, answer the question. Answer the question. I just had to say it. When I listen to who made this song?
Old school.
I don't even know who did the song. Y'all probably can tell me. The Last Dragon. The song.
The theme song.
The glow. You got the glow.
Willie.
That song.
That is.
You know it. Something.
Willie Hutchfield. Something like that.
I just watched it on Tubi the other night.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
They just brought it out on
Netflix.
That's one of the greatest movies
That
ever.
song, and then it's that song, and then there's another song on the movie.
That soundtrack.
The whole soundtrack.
The soundtrack was
say the whole soundtrack.
The whole soundtrack.
The
whole soundtrack.
And he actually supposed to give me that beat. Hey, you watching this DDT? I need that beat, man. I was supposed to get that.
DDT?
Yeah.
Who is the guy singing on that?
I'm gonna let y'all know.
Like,
he pulling it up.
He sound like Michael McDonald,
but
but the black version.
Right, the black version
of Michael McDonald.
So that name is Willie Hutch.
Willie Hutch. And guess what?
Willie
That
Hutch.
dude got down on that song.
Willie Hutch is.
He's from a legendary production team, right? Motown.
Dude did his thing on that song.
Did he do some music on the Mac?
He probably did.
He did super.
But that voice on that
was
got that glow. That
Man,
voice was dope.
Willie Hutch did. It was the Mac.
Yeah.
It was the Mac. And another thing, my man DeJuan Ford, he redoing that.
Okay.
Redoing The Last Dragon?
The Mac.
Oh,
He
okay.
redoing the Mac.
He got Clifton Powell in it.
Yeah, I heard.
He got Mike Bonner in it. Man, it's gonna be dope.
Mike Bonner from here. Mike
Yeah.
Bonner.
My girl Ebony Tate said it. Like he got some classy people in there.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So,
the Mac
So
redone.
you said Last Dragon soundtrack.
Yeah.
Okay. I got one.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
The Thor Ragnarok movie. It's the song that it's like a rock and roll song that they play every time Thor about to get down and start whooping ass.
I have to hear it. I probably didn't even know what that is until I hear it. You know whose song it is?
It's a rock and roll song. I'm gonna have to play it.
Dude,
every time right before this about to go
every
down,
time you about to
go crazy.
About to get in,
that's a seldom seen movie.
I never even realized
that.
What?
It wasn't bad, but it was a seldom seen movie.
Yeah.
Which
one? Oh, it's only on that movie. It's not on all
Thor.
Thor.
It's just that movie.
Okay.
It's just that
man, because I
saw them all. I watched all.
It's been standing out for me.
I watched all
of it
these
right now.
Immigrant.
I
can't play it. We'll get.
Yeah. I'll listen to it later.
It's called Immigrant Song or something like that.
Yeah.
Mine is Belly.
Which song?
Ooh.
Steady, are you ready?
Oh, and that's not
Yeah.
even, that was out before the movie though. That's just a
that's
Yeah,
like
but
they
this-
put it in the movie.
intro.
That's
That's
the
the
intro.
iconic scene.
Who sang that song?
Are you ready?
That's,
Are you
Mary
ready?
J.
No, that ain't Mary J. No, that's
No,
She might have remade it.
She remade it.
Because her and,
That's
Jane
the
Kiss did
original
it.
version.
No,
Hey,
yeah, that's not. No,
come
that's
on,
a
man.
no. The how
Not to
would
play
you
this
want
game.
it?
Yeah, that's the
How
original.
would it? Yeah, that's the.
But I think
They just did an acapella. That was an acapella version at the beginning. They was just acapella.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just
That's
took
at
all
the
the music
beginning.
out. That's all they did was took
But
the
that's
music
the
out.
beginning. To
Yeah, they
the
just,
beat
they
out.
just did acapella. That was all. What's the? I want to call it
D'Angelo.
Arrested in the. That
Well,
ain't
that-
D'Angelo.
Devil's Pie.
No, Devil's Pie played in the beginning. Wasn't that the beginning?
No, the beginning when they was walking into the
Steady,
club, when
are
they
you
shot the
ready?
club
That-
up and
that
robbed
song.
the club. That was
Who
that was
sing
Steady,
that?
Are
How
You
ready
Ready?
you want
Yeah,
it?
Steady, Are You Ready?
I want to call it Arrested Development. That ain't him. That's
No,
not
it's
the name. It's
not.
them girls. It's these girls. They.
The Jones, like I want to
What are
say
they
the
called?
Jones
Girls?
Yeah, we about to
How
look
well
it
you
up.
put it? How well do you want it? How well do you need it?
Soul to Soul.
Soul to Soul might be the
Soul
name.
to
I think that's
Soul.
their name.
Yup.
Yeah, that's it.
Soul
Soul
to
to
Soul.
Soul.
Back to
That's
life,
Soul to
man.
Soul.
Soul
The
to Soul.
name,
Yeah,
the
you
song is called The Game.
There you go.
That's all the song.
That's a song about her dying and coming back
Yep.
to life. She
Yep.
died.
Yeah, she
and,
wrote that
and
on a
she
real
got
life
revived
experience.
again
Yeah, see, that's
after
all
nearly
song.
dying.
Yeah, that's all
and she
song.
wrote that song. That's what she talking about. in the song.
However Do You Want It is a song by The Game.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's like they replay. It's like not The Game, the artist.
Yeah.
But the song is called The Game.
Okay.
And yeah, I just pulled this information up, man, because you hear the song, but then you may like I don't know the movie.
Yeah,
but
I
then
think
it's like
they
nah, I know
they
the
took
movie,
out the
but I don't
music.
know the song. So,
Right.
But like
They
you
just-
said,
But
They
that's
got
definitely
developed.
one. That's
That's the
yeah,
one,
that's what
that's
stands
cold-blooded.
out. That set the whole movie off.
It
like,
set the tone for
yeah,
that
the
got the
movie.
whole
music.
movie.
Even though
That's one of the
every
dopest
actor
openings.
in that movie wasn't like,
Especially Nas, but okay.
yeah, I mean, not to,
Nah.
point no fingers,
Nah,
but
it is what it
DMX did his thing in
Yeah.
there. But it set the tone. Even Nori did his thing in this little part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it set the tone for what you was looking forward to,
Yep.
like seeing T-Boz and seeing
Yeah,
Method Man.
and the cinematography, the way they
Yeah.
filmed everything, the way the angles and everything was
Yeah,
That
it
was
fit
dope.
perfect. It
Yeah.
fit perfect. So
I
that
agree.
was one thing that's one movie that come to my mind
Yeah.
when I think about songs that
Yeah,
come on.
that's one.
Yeah, so
Man,
like,
I probably smoked about 1,000 blunts watching
Oh,
that movie.
man.
Now that's one movie I'd have watched a million times.
yeah. So did you see too?
I did. I ain't like it. I ain't like it.
It's something about sequels.
That shit was-
Yeah,
that
it's
shit
something
was-
It's
about
not even the same movie. It's not
It's
even about
not.
the same.
Like, the
it's
story
not
is
about the same.
totally different.
Yeah, it's just it ain't. They could have called it something else.
Like they couldn't get they couldn't
should've
get
called it
Nas
something else.
DMX
Stomach.
back.
They should have called it
Kinda
another
like
game.
throw
Stomach.
another-
I'd
They
call it
didn't
stomach.
put nobody
Game
in the
wasn't
same
the perfect person. He was not the person to, not to shit on him, but
Who was in it? Who?
that was Game.
It was the
He was in
gang.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like
He was
that
the
was
main
forced.
character.
It was
on the
forced.
West Coast.
It was
and
too
it was-
forced.
yeah.
It was like, come on, bro, this ain't
Yeah.
even the same coast. Like this ain't even the same movie. Like call it something else.
Stomach.
Be original. Give it your own name.
If
Give it another name.
You're right. If
Just
it
give
was
it another
another
name.
movie, I
Yeah.
would have appreciated
And then you
it
could have
more.
did a part two to
Not
that
being
movie. You know what I'm
connected
saying?
to not being
Yeah.
connected to the belly.
It's
Yeah.
not connected at all. It's no compare. It's not none of the same characters are in it either.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
And like you said, the story just totally.
I heard they got
There's
another
nothing related
Scarface
to it.
movie come out. Is that true? That's rumor.
Supposedly,
I heard
until
about
we
that
really,
too. I
think that's
until
a
we
rumor.
really start seeing some
They've been
stuff.
talking about that for a minute.
I seen
Yeah,
the
it's
trailer,
a
but I
couple-
think that's a
couple
fake
years.
trailer. I
Yeah,
think
oh
that's a fake
boy,
trailer.
they'll get you with
They'll
that.
get you with the fake trailer. I think
Man,
that was
they
a
will
fake
get you
trailer.
with them fake
A
trailers.
long time
yeah,
ago, they
just to
said
get
that
Man.
Cuban Link from Terror Squad was supposed to play the son of Tony Montana.
I heard
I
that.
heard
too.
it a long time
I
ago.
heard
I
it
ain't hear
too.
that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And this was years ago.
It was a
like you
long
said.
time ago.
Yeah,
I
it
read
was
that in the source.
Yeah, this 2024, and it was probably
Yeah.
like and we heard that probably like in the 90s or something.
Yeah, late 90s, early
Yeah.
2000s.
For real,
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah.
because everybody liked that movie, and it was like, man, we
Oh,
could
yeah.
made another one, and he's still alive, so it's like, hey, let's
need
get
to-
him.
I mean, he had to die unless he just did. I mean,
He was
maybe
doing too much
They trying to
action.
say he didn't die. He gonna come back.
He was doing too much.
He
action.
go, what his old butt gonna do now at this
He
age?
gonna be the granddad.
Yeah,
the
it's
great
like-
granddad.
It's like I don't know. That might not be a good movie to do, but
Man, and so another movie one that intrigued me, and it was funny, talked about it before, but the scene that set it off where Cleo's last stand,
Okay.
and was trying to figure out what the name of that what the name of the song was, and it was sung by Lori Perry.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then
I got that
the
record.
the icon that put it in the movie was we talked about before. What was his name? John Williams was like he's the
John Williams do the Star Wars movie.
So he's the one. Yeah. So John he did the Star Wars movie music for the movie.
Yeah.
He was I don't know if he was the director or the writer, but she was the one who sung this.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't write it.
Okay.
Like, every time it come up, it say sung by Lori Perry.
Mm-hmm.
But that song was like iconic for that scene.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She lighting a cigarette. She getting ready to, go
Bang,
into that.
right.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh,
oh
my
poignant.
goodness,
That's
he's
my
poignant.
joint,
Yeah,
man. That
yeah.
song is so
Okay.
dope.
Yeah, just poignant parts. Cause we remember the music. Like a lot of people won't remember the movie, but they'll remember, man, that part. And they remember that song. So,
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
a classic
and I
song.
bring this one up because it's always used. I mean, it ain't always used, but it's like, Minister Society, Kane get the new Mustang on the gold D's, and he been in that corner, and it was like, boom, boom, do, and it's like automatic. Soon as, see what I'm saying?
Computer
Soon
love
as,
shit. Everybody was playing that.
Yeah. As soon as it
Niggas
dropped,
playing
it's like,
computer love
you think
all
you
the time.
Man, like, I think I'm Kane, man. I'm turning that corner, so.
I wanted one of them
Give me a double
Mustangs. I
burger
still
with
want a
fries.
Mustang
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
I
said
to this
double
day. I
burger.
want one of them. I'm gonna get me one of them motherfuckers too.
See what I'm saying?
Dang,
Boy.
man.
Yeah, because what is it, box back? I think they had a fastback. And I just saw one of them the other day up at O'Reilly's. I just saw one of them.
I know,
So you
yeah.
need to buy one too. I just
Yeah.
didn't buy it. I wish I had bought it.
Yep. Oh, man. It's
I
kind
almost bought an old one for $600. So
Ooh, that's the build. That's the rebuild.
It was
one.
like
That's the
15
rebuild
years ago
one.
when I could have got it for like 12.
He changed his mind on me. I was like, nigga, I hate
It was
you.
a drop top too. It was a
I
drop
want to be
top.
like Kane.
Like, nigga, fuck you, man. We beefing
I
now.
would have to do some work on it, but it would have been worth it.
Yeah,
Man.
it would have been, yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah,
I'd
that's a
take
project.
any.
That's a
I'd
nice
take any
project.
Mustang.
Yeah.
It ain't got to be that one.
let's say Alonzo hitting the switches, up.
Right.
And then said, so now we talked about the music of movies. Now you say you got some music in a movie.
Yeah.
So is the movie is streaming on Tubi, I think?
Yeah.
Okay, what is it? Give me the rundown on that.
It's a movie called Urban Warfare.
Okay.
It's on Tubi. It's like a I don't want to call it a gangster flick. It's just a
Urban
flick. Urban Warfare.
There we go.
Yeah, a guy I know by the name of Sean Woodard. Shout out to Sean Woodard. He's the writer, director of this movie. He's done several others, but this is one of the movies. And I was an actor in the movie.
Okay.
I was in a scene where we were playing basketball at the Coleman Young's Recreation Center.
Okay.
I'm one of the basketball players on the court, and we betting for money, and the main character tried to run off with my money, so I send my goons to shoot at him.
Whoop him out.
They chase me, shoot at him, and he would get away. But anyway, throughout that movie, I got music in the movie. The main intro song of the movie when the credits roll is my song.
Okay.
I got about at least 5 or 6 songs that play throughout the movie.
Okay,
Throughout the
damn.
movie, so
Placement.
Check that out, y'all.
From my, most of the songs, but they from various albums. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So Urban Warfare on Tubi. And then you said you had something too, man?
Yeah, I actually I produced the joint for Lovejoy from the Teamsters. My bro Charles Lovejoy.
Wow.
He did a joint and he was actually in the movie with Redbone, the pig lady.
Oh.
So the pig lady,
okay.
Jigsaw.
Yeah, these are connect. Yeah, shout out to Chakotay Films.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. So that Redbone was basically the main character in that movie, but Lovejoy was in it too. But he had some music at the end. So when the credits roll, one of the songs he did,
Okay.
I produced.
Oh man,
So, yeah.
that's beautiful, man.
Yeah,
So
that was
talking
a
about
pleasure and an honor for sure.
You say it's on Tubi?
Yup, it's on
Okay.
Tubi.
And
Yup.
shout out to Lovejoy because Lovejoy, he in a Netflix show too called Detroiters. It's on
Yeah.
Oh
Netflix.
wow.
Yeah,
He's in
bro
that.
doing
He's
his
in that
thing.
TV show.
He
Okay.
he done wrote about
Is that
4
the
or
show
5
with
books.
the 2 guys?
They like driving a mail truck or some shit like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Lovejoy is one of them characters,
Okay.
and I think he's not in every episode, but he's in like 1 or 2 episodes of that show. So
Man, that's
Yeah,
see
bro,
how they all these
side note.
connections because we talked about the
X-Fam, baby.
man.
X-Fam.
So we had
Deep.
we had my one of my brothers, Alfonso Settles. He's done movies on Tubi. He's the Tubi Iron
Tubi
Man.
Iron Man.
Oh,
Iron Man.
Dude, he can say that he got
Tubi Iron
40
Man.
plus titles.
That he's
He's
acting
been in, yes.
He acted.
So he did. He played me too. Chasing the Ghost. It's a whole
This is your
bunch.
friend?
Yeah, man. We grew up together, man. But he is an actor.
pulled up on us.
He doing more stuff now. So, but yeah, man, just that explosion happened during the pandemic and a little bit before.
Yeah.
Just Michigan just taking hold of that and just boom, we creating.
I love it.
We creating.
Because I remember a time we everybody was riding past Detroit. Nobody wanted to do nothing
Boy,
with it. Now,
boy.
Everybody kind of pulling up, want to get down with our music, and actors is getting
Yeah,
on.
My Hitters. My boy, My Hitters. I can't even think of his name right now. It just jumped out my head. But that's a movie from here, My Hitters. It was kind of like Shot Us, but My Hitters. And this is from here. Max Payne. Shout out to Max Payne.
Yeah.
So
Max Payne, yeah.
So
Shout out.
these dudes, man, all these independent dudes, boom. You know what I'm saying? We had the honor of interviewing a young man, 22 years old, just made a movie from here called Made for This. That's on Tubi as well. Had Harrison in it, the boxer. It was a boxing movie. Had Harrison in it. Great movie. You know what I'm saying? 22 years old.
Yeah,
So these are
dudes.
dudes. Yeah, so these the dudes I want to get y'all in touch with, so that like, hey man, you need new. Okay, we're gonna produce something for this. We're gonna make something for this, or come through. You know what I'm saying? That type of deal.
Real talk.
Having them people in the fold, because it's all creativity. You know what I'm saying?
definitely. Like people like Kamal Smith.
Oh boy.
Dennis Reed.
Yeah, Dennis Reed.
We went to school together, you know what
Oh
I'm saying?
man, see that's
You know
gonna
what I'm
connect
saying?
guys.
And
that's
Kamal
critique.
was a host for the Lush. Him and Ike Love.
Man,
They was hosts at
Everybody
the
know
Lush.
one person
Like,
next to
you
somebody
know
else.
what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it's
one person away
it's
from
a lot of
a
connecting
millionaire.
pieces, man. That I think we should take advantage of because we got so much talent.
Yeah, because our third brother Critique, man, he's a Henry Ford Trojan, and so he always connect dotting.
Yeah.
And that was one of the guys. You know what I'm saying? Dennis Reed and a couple other people.
Oh yeah.
Man.
You know, we got
fast.
a lot of classic people around us, man. Like, and what y'all doing, man, I appreciate y'all because y'all highlighting that, man. And that's something that's needed, man. We not doing it enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
more
For real, for real.
spotlights.
Yeah,
That's what we trying to do, make more spotlights. Like,
Man,
y'all don't gotta move. We're gonna make more spotlights so we'll be in that vicinity.
Yeah,
True.
So
definitely gonna get y'all flowers, man. And like I say, every time we have somebody here from the city, I got a bias about making sure we get put on and y'all get represented.
man.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yes,
all
indeed,
day.
man. That's real. That's
East
real.
to west.
Yeah, all around.
East
East,
to
west,
west.
southwest,
Yeah.
north end.
Yes,
you
sir.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you like I say, I got that to a point where like, okay, I've been doing music for a long time, and I thought about it, and I was just like, well, you know what? Like, okay, we talk about taking over the city, this, that, and the other, but it was like, no, how about the city taking over the world? You know what I'm saying? That type of deal. So you being a catalyst for that. You know what I'm saying? Your music is an immortalization. Like that makes you immortal because whether somebody's gonna play it.
Yeah.
And it don't matter where they at, whether they on a whole other continent or here.
Right.
And you can reach out to people with that. So that's a calling card. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the beautiful things about this. Like you could talk about movies, but then you could talk about the music in the movie. And when you talk about the music, you bring in the people who are creating it. You know what I'm saying? So, and hopefully, like I said, man, we are going to put a project together. This brother's a writer, and we're going to put a project together, and it's going to need a soundtrack. And that's the other thing, soundtracks. You don't hear about it.
Yeah, and I got questions about that. Like,
The last
y'all two brothers, I gotta ask questions.
The last soundtrack that banged right now, as far as awards, is Barbie. That was one of the last
All
ones
the
that got
fucking
awarded.
Yeah.
Of all the soundtracks.
You see what I'm saying? Or and then we could probably say Wakanda, the first one. We could talk about Black Panther, the first Black Panther.
Oh yeah, with
that
Kendrick
was
and
yeah,
Top Dog.
yeah,
They did their thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like but you heard about the soundtrack.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not a thing.
They won a Grammy off
That's
that.
why the guy that did the movie with he wanted it. Yeah,
Yeah.
He put
They
like
did
5 or
push to
6
do it.
songs in the yeah. I ain't gonna say it was the soundtrack for the movie, but
it's something to
a
attach
lot of my
it.
music is in the movie, so I can say
yeah.
it was a couple other songs too, but I
Right.
know a lot of mine was in it. So.
Yeah, it's you absolutely right. Like you could look it up and see what the songs were in the movie, but it's not particularly a soundtrack.
No, they don't
You feel
sell
what
it
I'm
as a
saying?
CD.
Yeah,
Don't buy
it
it.
might
Used to
be-
do that. They used to do
Yeah,
that.
it wasn't like the Above the Rim soundtrack.
Yeah.
Murder was the case.
Yeah.
They didn't have that attachment
They'll
to
do
it.
They
that.
ain't bring nobody in like a Stanley Clark to do this, or
Boys in
you
the
feel
Hood,
what
right.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
right.
how Boys in the Hood was,
Yeah.
it was orchestrated. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
music surrounding this movie. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you know, what I mean, that is something that I think that is not broke and should be done.
Exactly.
But people stop using it like it was broke. You know what I mean? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that was a very instrumental point of movies. And it still is. But they just, for some reason,
Not isolated.
like they took street teams off the street. Like it's the same thing with that. Like
Yeah,
it's kind of in the same vein. Like
Yeah.
why did y'all stop that? Why did y'all stop that? That's promotion. Like
Free.
know
That's a
what I mean?
whole nother set of promotion.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These guys go on tour and go to different places. Oh yeah, this is in the movie.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What movie? Now you go watch the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
See.
Or vice versa.
See,
You know what I'm saying?
yep, go back to each other. But I think that's where the collaboration, when we talk about collaboration, the Ujama, we talking that, you know what I'm saying? What I do help, okay, we talk about burgers and bangers.
Right,
I'm gonna
right.
let you define that.
Okay.
We talk about burgers and bangers. I got a 360 booth. My boy got a mechanical booth. Now the idea is, okay, these things go together.
Yes.
Burgers, bangers, and a 360 booth where people get to like kind of, show their personality on the camera. Then you get to go have some fun and ride a bull.
Yeah.
But define burgers and bangers for us, and you can talk about your event as well.
Okay, now, Burgers and Bangers is presented by Connie's Kitchen. I'm Connie Ross. So what I do is I make burgers. I make these burgers, they turkey burgers, and I put peppers in them, all the color peppers in them, and I put my seasoning on them, and I serve them. They pep steppers, whatever toppings you want. Lettuce, you want banana peppers, tomato,
Right.
mayo,
Okay.
cheese. You know what I mean? The whole shebang, pickles, all that. You know what I mean? So I got combos that I make and it's an establishment at my house that I function out of my crib.
Okay.
So I have these events, not every week, or it just be kind of how I feel, or if somebody booked the space and we come together on something. But Burgers and Bangers is basically me cooking, and all of my producer families, my producer family friends come through. We play our music. We vibe with each other. We politic on different businesses that we doing outside of music and inside of music.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just a networking space, pretty much. You know what I mean? And it's highlighted because it's focused on us, but nobody really is the focal point because it's all collaborative. It's us together. So it's just a great time, man. It's a great vibe. We celebrate each other.
The whole
You know
artist
what I
community.
mean?
Yeah.
The vibe is always good. It's mature. We don't be on no arguing shit. We don't even talk about other shit, really. Like, we be talking about each other. Like,
Yeah.
we have beat
As it
sets,
should be.
and then sometimes we have ciphers where we, some of us freestyling and just kicking it and getting to know each other, man. It's a great time, man. Like,
Man, that's cool.
this is actually my third year doing Burgers and Bangers. I started in going on 4. I started in 2021.
Okay.
And it was an idea that I had. Me and my man James shout out to my bro James and shit. We was just talking about doing some things. And I was like, you know what? I'm trying to think of something I can do. And I don't want to have to really leave the crib to do it, but I want to be able to make money and make sure my people have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So I came up with Burgers and Bangers, and he helped me get it started. You know, he funded me starting, like, getting the food together and different things like that. And we, you know, went back and forth on ideas. This was a Sunday. I did it that next Saturday, and that mug was slapping. And I ain't stopped doing it since.
Wow.
You know, I ain't stopped doing this since.
Yeah, I've been to a couple. I think I did your interview.
Yeah, you got
an
over there interviewed over there.
Yep,
Yeah.
I got you, and I got Troy again, and I got Horatio. Yep.
That was dope, bro. I appreciate you for that too.
So
bro.
now we might have to do that collabo. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Come to a
Yeah,
burger
we
and
like-
bangers and interview niggas there.
Again, or
Do
like
booze and reviews.
that's
I
what
mean,
I'm
you
saying.
know, that's
See?
something
Yeah,
that
right.
another-
There you go.
You interview a bunch of people.
And that's
I'm
what
all the
we
way
have.
with it
People that-
110
You
times.
can just
infinity,
video
bro.
everybody there and just.
And
make
I
it
already
part
know
of your-
that's dope. I already, y'all, you know what I'm saying? So now, do you have
That's
one
in the
coming
books.
up? I think you.
We did. We were gonna do with the Burgers and Bangers. We were just gonna move the location,
Okay.
just to change it up. We were gonna move it to my venue, but we're gonna wait till possibly December or later. We don't know for sure what date yet. We're still trying to figure it out. So.
But it's a moving thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
we had Darian doing a beat set. We had Blizzard. We had Firstborn. We had Sarah Lee. We had Crystal Ray. We had who else?
Abyss.
Abyss.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Female MCs.
And then you know we always like when we do these events, cause bro has been super instrumental in what I've been doing with Burgers and Bangers.
Good.
'Cause he always support. He come through, and whatever I need, he always be like, bro, what you need? You know what I'm saying? Bro always been like one of my avid supporters when I started. So like it's a family, like for real. Like I really want to start getting some merchandise so we can all have shirts and all that with our names on it. 'Cause,
I mean, boy,
you know what I'm saying? Because y'all, I mean, really, like I said, it was an idea I came up with Sunday, and then next Saturday it was going.
right.
And everybody was just so welcoming to it. Like, I just feel so honored that I got that support like that. Because it was a point in time where I felt like people didn't support me like
Man,
that.
I think
You know
as an
what I'm saying?
artist and a producer, I think you go through that.
Yeah.
You go through that, man.
Especially from here.
Man, you feel like you get more hate than I'm getting love, but you
But
get love.
It's about that work. Because a lot of times, when you put in the work, if you focused on, if you're not throwing events and you just doing music, you want that support, but people want to be incorporated. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
feel like there's nothing wrong with that, so I had to figure out a way to level it out and make everybody feel appreciated. It ain't about me. You know, just because y'all coming to my spot and I'm like, I'm doing the Burgers and Bangers, it's not about me, it's about everybody else. Because if y'all didn't come, I'd just be there by myself like, hey, I'm over here flipping burgers and playing beats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it'd be a lot of people who, like they'll say, you know, one of the cliche statements, the people who support you aren't your friends.
Right.
I don't agree with that. Because my family and my friends, they support me. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of people who don't. I know a whole bunch of people. So it's people who don't, but the people who do, that's who I'm focused on. Exactly. I'm focused on that.
So let me ask you a question. Like, do you feel like the people that, you know, like your inner circle that you feel like support you, they might, to an extent, like they don't rock with you, like, I don't know, like they it's kind of trivial, like they don't mess with you all the way.
It's picky. It's about, and I think that just determines what a person is going through. I used to take it personal, but as I've gotten older and more mature, I understand that we all have shit to do. So sometimes you might be like, I might be like, yeah, I want to come through. I might be able to swing through, and I might count you. You be like, I'm going to come through, and I'll be like, yeah, bro, coming through. Right. T-Roy coming through. And you don't show up, and I'll be feeling a certain way. Like, man, bro said he was going to come through, but not really looking at how life go. Man, we got shit going on, man. It's a lot. Man, we dealing with all kind of. We dealing with lives and people being born, people dying, people being sick, people going through everyday life, and all of that incorporates. It's under that same umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Where sometimes you might not be able to do that, and you know when a person's genuine. Because eventually they gonna come.
Yeah, or they go there and hit you back later and be like, "Oh man, my bad, I ain't make it. I had to do." You know, they
gonna say
like
something.
Sometimes it's just some people just don't got the time especially if you doing it often. Like they may not be able to come in every time. They go there and catch you in between. It was like that's how it is. We adults, so yeah, I get it.
You have to understand that.
Everybody, as if you're mature enough, you should.
If
you're mature enough, you should.
Part too. And it might not all have to do with maturity too, because at the same time, if you just getting into the business part of it and you doing the business and you got people saying they gonna do this, you counting on that because when you starting this. It's real rugged. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I said, I'm on my 3rd year and I'm still going through struggles, but I'm happy about the things and the moves that I've made. Right. Because if I didn't make those moves, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. Exactly. And the people who come and support wouldn't be able to say, man, I can go through there and this nigga Flick will make a dope ass burger, or he can make some red beans and rice or some spaghetti, or
burger be on point.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
2 or 3 at a time. They get some home for the next day.
Boy, right.
I'm gonna put one of the burgers. I put some spit on that,
man. To now.
Craft work.
And it's expanding, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna continue to expand.
Oh, no doubt.
Because we gonna definitely make sure we put that jet fuel on it.
Hey man, that's something that we all a part of.
Man, we gotta put that jet fuel on.
I appreciate y'all for that, man.
Yeah,
appreciate y'all for pulling up, man.
So definitely, man, another banging episode of Booze and Reviews. Your man Moo Moo, your boy T-Boy, 2 special guests, Konphlict, and my man Horatio. Get uploaded. You know what I'm saying? So once again, we here, Detroit. Oh, and definitely before we get out of here, man, I definitely want to dedicate this show. We got a couple of people, man. So like I want to dedicate this show to if you got something, man, you can put something in your cup. I'm gonna grab something too, man. Definitely. I'm gonna take a shot.
I did way more than I was supposed to.
He wasn't ready.
I got a corned beef and a crock pot at the house waiting on me. I put it in there last night.
You want that?
It was already ready.
It's about to be real
It was
soft.
ready this morning. I
It's
put
about
it
to
last
be
night.
very,
It's
very
ready.
soft.
And I had to cool it because you can't cut it
until
it's cooled. So now I'm about to use the turkey, the electric turkey cut them slices.
Let me see one of
Then
them.
I'm
I need a little more
make
ice.
some corned beef egg
for my
rolls,
cooler.
corned beef sandwich.
My crowd.
I watch you down.
And I got some cabbage and some cornbread. I'm about to have a good old.
Yeah, so before we
come over your crib and get a
I'm about to
plate.
look like a granny tonight.
Man, you said that's what I'm saying. Like,
I see
I
the
get
granny
it granny
meal.
style. I get it in. I get the cornbread.
If you gonna eat, you gotta eat right.
Man, I'm gonna be chewing on my fingers
I
tonight. I
know
need
some
to
people
come over
that
your
teach me how
house.
to do it right, nigga. I've been
Look at that.
So then, man, we want to dedicate this video to LaShonda Potts, LaTasia Blakely, Jason Brown,
Jay Brown,
man,
40-year-old freshman.
Man, 40-year-old freshman.
My man.
Man, and anybody that you know that you had transition this year, they remember, they still in your heart. They still follow you. They still love you. They still support you. Salute.
In peace.
Rest well with the
Rest
ancestors.
in peace.
Yep.
Rest in peace. Yes, indeed.
Yep.
Oh, you already got it. We do. You got to do another.
There we go.
Yo, baby.